Hi everyone, Sarah here. Welcome back to another video tutorial here at Mrs. Lincoln's Inkin. So the last few weeks I've actually had a few people ask me where I come up with my card ideas, how I get my layouts and stuff like that. So I thought that today what I would do is take you on a card that I'm making from beginning to finish, and I have no template laid out. All I have is kind of the idea and the direction that I want to go in. So I thought that it might be fun to just take you on my thought process, kind of, because everybody's thought process is different. And, you know, ideas come to people in different ways. So anyway, so the first thing that inspired this card is birthdays, because right after Christmas, my whole family almost jumps right into birthdays. You have my birthday, my husband's birthday, my parents' birthdays, godson's birthdays. You have everybody's birthday, it seems, in January. So you're getting a little sneak peek today because this set right here, it's called Celebrate Today, and it is actually in the Stampin' Up! Spring catalog. And it's a hot air balloon set, and it comes with a coordinating die pack. But instantly the first thing I thought of when I saw it was, you know, obviously balloons, hot air balloons. I thought of birthday balloons. So I knew that I wanted to do something with this set for a birthday card. So I did cheat a little bit, and I kind of started my background here because I didn't know 100% if it was going to work, and I wanted to make sure that that type of thought process was going to work. So if you can see it here, I don't know if you can or not, I'm making like what looks like fluffy clouds in the sky, and I'm using Nina Solar White cardstock because it's a lot thicker, and I like the way that the ink looks on this cardstock. So I'm using the Soft Sky ink from Stampin' Up! And a sponge dauber, and then I got my cupcake punch and I punched out just the top of the cupcake here. And what I've been doing is I've been taking my cupcake and just randomly placing it on my cardstock, and this is what makes my cloud figure. And I'm just gonna lightly, you know, sponge just on the edge of that cloud, so when I pull it away you have the nice soft sky right there, and then you have the white still, which represents the clouds. So it's going all right, and again, you just move it whatever direction that you want, just to give it that look. And like you can see here, you know, I have areas that are darker, you know, some that are lighter. The sky isn't, you know, it's not the same anywhere. So don't worry if you have like blotches, or you know, you think, oh, that cloud looks so messy. Well, it's a cloud. Haven't you ever played the what shape is that cloud game? It's kind of like that, I think. So, and then I'm just gonna go in here and fill in, you know, some areas where I think it just looks a little too white, like especially down here. And then I've just been randomly doing this all over, you know, all over. And then it just gives it a really nice, fun, unique background. Because unless you know, outline every place that you put your cupcake on a card, however many cards of this you do, it's never going to be the same. It's always going to be different and unique, and I love that. So I think I'm just going to put like another little guy right down here. I'll flip my paper over so I'm and it kind of looks like, you know, they're descending into the, really like the way that this is turning out. And I think I'll just put another little one right here. Perfect. There, I think that looks really good. Okay, so enough with the clouds there. And I really hope that you guys can see this. Maybe I need to move it in a little bit. There, let me see if I can hold it up a little just so you can see it. I don't know if you can or not. Anyway, okay. So now, since I know that it's a birthday card, I've decided to use the Happy Birthday Surprise. And this is from Stampin' Up! As well, and it goes on one of your larger clear blocks. And so I'm going to get my Stamp-O-Majig out because that background, it's not long and tedious, but it took long enough where if my happy birthday is crooked or screwed up, I'm going to be upset. So let's use the Stamp-O-Majig. So I'm taking my black Memento ink here. And for some of you that are unfamiliar with the Stamp-O-Majig, this is what the Stamp-O-Majig is. It comes with a clear sheet right here, and then it comes with this little arm looking thing here. And what you do is you put your clear piece corner right up into that Stamp-O-Majig. It fits right in there. You ink your stamp up. Now I think I have to move you out a little bit. There we go. Okay. We'll get it right before the video is over, hopefully. Okay, so you ink your image up really well, and especially these larger images, you want to make sure that they're nice and good and inked. Okay, and then you're just going to press down on that clear sheet right there. So now you have your image on this clear sheet. So you're going to take your card and you're going to place this where you think you might want it. Now I'm going to get my balloon die out here from the Thinlit set here. And because they're quite large, I want to make sure that I have enough room for at least one full balloon, even if it has to overlap a second balloon. So I'm just going to place this right there. Make sure that my happy birthday is as center as it possibly can be for one of my projects. Alright, and that looks good to me. So then what you're going to do is you're going to hold your clear sheet down, and then you're going to put your Stamp-O-Majig back in that corner right there on that sheet, lining it up. And then you're going to remove this, ink your stamp up again. Really, really good. Don't want any bare spots. And then you're going to put your block right in the corner there again and stamp. Oh, and it might help if it wasn't upside down. I guess that's another very key piece right here. So see, everything, there's always some sort of mistake or whatever. Well, so we don't want to start the whole project over again. Remember when I said I talked about if I messed up this background, how mad I was going to be? Okay, so, well, it looks like we're going to have to just try and make it work here. Okay, so I think I would take, I think I can still make it work. Okay, so we'll just set that aside for a second. Okay, so another new product that is coming in the spring catalog is these sheets of washi tape. And I'm not a big fan of washi tape normally, but when I saw these, I was super excited about it because let's see, and now I'm moving the camera because I feel like you can't see me very well. My camera is just not, okay, we're moving here. Okay, so this washi tape, they're sheets and they come this long and they're new from Stampin' Up! And they measure 15 by 30, so they're quite long. And so I thought that it would be cute to try and I've never used these before, so we're doing this together. I'm gonna try and see. Okay, so they just separate just like this. So I'm gonna take this off the sheet. Oh, and apparently they're very, very sticky. And I'm gonna lay this right on a piece of Calypso Coral cardstock. I'm going to lay that out like that. So now I have some Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to do the exact same thing. Maybe. So they don't spread apart very easy. There we go. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Excuse the sound effects. Okay, so we're going to lay this one down too right here. Just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to go grab my Big Shot real quick. Here I come. I'm coming back. Alright, here is the Big Shot. And I got it backwards here. See, videos take a lot longer when they're not edited or, you know, prepared for. Or, it's a process. Okay, so I'm going to zoom you out here. Wrong way. Okay, make sure you can see it. Okay, so with your Big Shot, I'm using the magnetic frame, a clear plate, and then I'm going to see if this works doing 2 at a time. So I have both of my sheets here that have my washi tape on them, and I'm going to take my balloon and another clear plate here, place that down, and then roll it through. And I'm sorry, you're probably moving all over the place. And they stuck to each other here. But did they cut both? Alright, it did not well, it didn't really cut through both. Yeah, okay, so see, learn something. You can't cut through 2 of the washi tape, so you got to do them separate. So now we'll cut the Calypso coral balloon. Okay. And that one cut perfect. Alright, get this out of the way. So I know that I want to have 2 balloons on my card. However, now my is upside down, but we won't talk about that. Okay, so then I just kind of think and move my image, you know, my things around until I kind of got the card the way that I like it. And I like that. So I think that I would lay this one flat, but I kind of like the blue better. So, and then pop one up just to give it a little bit more dimension. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I think, to be honest, I'm going to sponge the edges. And I want it to be dramatic. So I'm going to take my, what did I just pull out? Night of Navy from Stampin' Up! And my sponge dauber again. And I'm just going to lightly do the edges right here. And I'm big on dimension. I love, you know, I love dimensionals. I love sponging the edges. I love 3D projects. So anywhere that I can try and get some dimension normally is where I always lean for. So just come through. And I like sponge daubers too for doing the edges. I know a lot of people like sponges, but I like getting just that very fine line right there on my projects, where sponges sometimes, you know, depending on how you hold the sponge, it goes, you know, more into the card, which is what I would do for like fading or blending or something like that. There, I like that. Okay, so get rid of that. Okay, now let's see how that looks now. Oh, I think that looks a lot better. Alright, perfect. So, then what I would do is I would stick my balloons down. And I gotta find my sticky thing. And this is a new adhesive that I found. I found it on Simon Says Stamp, and it's just called Plus Glue Tape. And It's fabulous. I love it. It's like little dado glue all over there, and it just, you know, runs on just like a tape runner or whatever. But I found that it works really well in like little teeny tiny spaces, a lot better than my snail or my ATG gun or anything like that. So I've really liked using this new adhesive, just an FYI. Okay, so now I'm going to take just some dimensionals by Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to randomly place these on my balloon here. And then pop this one up on the dimensional right there. Okay, now to finish it off, I have a Project Life marker here, and I'm just going to freehand the little, see, now you're so far away. Oh my gosh, I forgot to move you back in from the big shot. Oh, good Lord. Okay, this would be a very edited video if it was that kind of video day today. So I'm going to, well, first I'm going to use a pencil, and I'm just going to kind of freehand where I think I want, you know, and they're not obviously very long. They were going to be a lot longer earlier when we didn't have, you know, that boo-boo. And then I would just, you know, make them fun and flurry, and then, you know, do my little loopies there. And then there, I would probably just leave that card, you know, as is. It's a simple card. It's a really cute birthday card, and then I would just adhere it to whatever color base that I want. So I hope you enjoyed today's kind of crazy start to finish card. I hope you come back and visit me again soon. Until then, happy inking.